Welcome back to Munchies with Jazz. Today I'm doing another review. I'm going to be doing Life After Lockup. It's on season 6. This is episode 18. So I'm just picking up where it is right now. If you guys want me to do some previous episodes, just let me know and I will do that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do a couple different things for my channel. It doesn't always have to be food. It can be my commentary on things. I'm kind of been binge watching some other content creators, giving their commentary, like On the Rocks with Jada, Jamie, that's me, Kia Simone Speaks. They're like some of my favorites, so I got kind of inspired by them to kind of start doing some reviews and stuff. So just let me know any shows you guys want me to review and I will do that. So it starts off as Joella is accusing Kiana of slashing her tires still. So that's continuing. That's been an issue between Kiana, Joella, and Demadric. They are Kiana and Demadric is a couple, and Joella is the baby's mother of Demadric. I think they have 2 sons. Throughout the season, they've been kind of like dibbling and dabbling with each other behind Kiana's back. They broke up, got back together. It's like one of those type of relationships. I liked Demadric at first, but I'm kind of I didn't really like him anymore because of the things he was doing, on the show. I know he trying to get it together and stuff, so I'm rooting for them. I hope they can work things out. He can leave the baby mom alone, and they can be happy their kids love each other and stuff. So I just hope that they can work things out. So they're starting off with that. Her Joella's the baby mother. Her tires got slashed, and she thinks that Kiana is responsible for it, and Kiana like completely denies doing it. She doesn't have anything to do with it, and Demadric agrees. He doesn't think that she would do something like that, but we don't really know. It's just their word against each other's word. So it opens up with them talking about that. And the night that it happened, Joella saying that she saw Demadric leaving her home on the ring cam. On the previous episode, it showed him like kind of like pacing back and forth in front of her home. So I don't know. We don't know if he had anything to do with that or not. I guess we'll find out later, or maybe not. Who knows? So she doesn't know. And he's basically trying to like blame it on her. Like, well, it could have been anybody. Like he kind of like putting it on her. Like she could have been dealing with somebody and they could have slashed the tires, and which could be true. That could have happened as well. So we don't know. But as far as Joella is saying, she is just dealing with Demadric and she's not really dealing with anybody else. So Kiana would be Kiana would be the main person to slash the tires or whatever. I don't know if I'm getting allergies or something. My throat been acting funny for like the past week. My throat, my nose, everything. I never get allergies, but all of a sudden I'm getting allergies and stuff, which is weird. I never get allergies, so my throat might act a little funny throughout the video. So yeah, but all right. So after that, I just took some notes because I can't remember everything. But it shows them going back and forth. He think that she's jealous and stuff like that because he doesn't want to be with her, and he doesn't want to go back to prison or anything like that, and he doesn't want anything to happen for Kiana either, legally or anything, because she has a clean record. So that would kind of like ruin her record if she got accused of doing something she didn't do. So I know the last episode Kiana met up with like an attorney or something like that to discuss her the charge that Joella put against her, and it's like a warrant out for her arrest or something like that, so she could get like pulled over at a traffic stop and they can just be like, oh well, we're gonna take you in because she has like a warrant out. And she rode with his father, Demadric's father, over there to see the person. I think it was an attorney or something like that, giving her like some legal advice. And let's see what else. And then it kind of shows Joella getting pulled over, and then it goes to the next scene with JK and Alex. JK got out of prison, and he's dating a girl named Brooke, and they thought they were pregnant, but they're not. Brooke has kids. I don't think JK has any kids yet, and they're dating. They were living in his mom's house. It's crowded. It's a lot. It's a lot going on with them. So she thought she was pregnant, but she's not. But JK was talking to his father on the last episode, and his father revealed that Alex was pregnant. And on the previous episode, Alex and Brooke, who is his girlfriend, got into an altercation, which Brooke invited her there. Brooke was kind of like antagonizing Alex, and Alex fought her back. So I completely agree with Alex. Like, if you have an issue with your boyfriend, take it up with your boyfriend. Don't try to meet up with the girl and fight her in the park, and that's immature. So I didn't like that. So he found out that she was pregnant by I'm sorry, Brooke found out that through a friend. Brooke found out that it's like a mutual friend that they're friends with. It's a girl. She revealed that Alex was pregnant with JK's baby, and she aborted it. So now, I guess after JK talked to the dad, she didn't get an abortion. She's still pregnant. So JK went to talk to Alex about it. He went to go talk to her about like, are you pregnant? What's going on? What's the situation? And he claimed that they haven't really been intimate. From what I've seen, it seemed like they have. Like, he have been dealing with her and stuff like that, but who knows? I think when he got out of prison, he was kind of like still dealing with her or whatever behind Brooke's back. And Brooke knows like something going on, so that's why she kind of like confronted Alex, about everything, because she kind of knows like something going on between them. And he meets up with her, and she's kind of giving him the cold shoulder, like, why are you here? Like, what do you want? She don't really want anything to do with him right now, after Brooke ran up on her and stuff like that, trying to fight her. That don't nobody want to deal with that. So he says, he asked her if she's pregnant. She says yes. And she didn't feel like it was necessary to tell him, because in the past she suffered a miscarriage. They both did. And he kind of like left her by the wayside, kind of just left her hanging. So she feel like, why should I tell you about the pregnancy? You don't care anyway. So she didn't really feel the need to reveal it to him. And then she also revealed that she's 7 weeks. She showed them a sonogram and stuff like that, and she did admit that it's between him and another guy. It's like a 50-50 chance or whatever. So yeah, that's what they got going on right now, and they still seem like they kind of have feelings towards each other, but they're not completely acting on it because of the things in the past. He got locked up in the past. She probably was dealing with somebody else or whatever the case is, so you know how that go. They dealing with that. What else? Yeah, he's just questioning if it's his. He knows that they were together in the when he first got home, so it's a possibility. So he's thinking about that, and they kind of like talking about it and all that. And they all kind of irritate me, because it's really stupid that they dealing with that stupid situation. He just got out of prison. Let him get on his feet. Brooke need to get her kids. I don't see her with her kids a lot. You chasing this man around. She has kids. I think she has 2 sons. Like, I want to see more with her as a mom. Like, I'll be more interested in that. And I'm just a little more interested in seeing like other aspects of them. I know it's about love after lockup, but I want to kind of see like, what kind of mom would you be if you did have a baby with JK? And what kind of father would he be? Let's see more of, if y'all trying to have a baby, actively trying or whatever, if y'all not using protection, whatever the case is, you need to know how that person is around these kids before you have a kid with that person. So I just think that they should be a little more careful, Hey, we all been there. I'm not judging nobody. I've done stuff in my life, so I'm not judging nobody. So I definitely get it, but I just want them to get it together a little bit. It's a little irritating to watch. So Alex is pregnant. They need to not stress her out. Let her have a peaceful pregnancy. They could take a DNA test once the baby come. Figure out who's the father, and go from there. So they need to let Alex have a peaceful pregnancy. That's a special time, especially if she had a miscarriage in the past. Let her have her time to heal, and from that, because she might be emotional from that as well, plus on top of being pregnant. So I just hope Alex, good luck with her pregnancy and everything. And I can't really pronounce this girl's name. The next scene, it cuts to Zaria and Troy. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. I might be saying it wrong, and forgive me if I am. Um, Troy in the previous episodes just rushed off to Buffalo, and left his wife. Zaria is his wife. He kind of just like left her, and to go meet with his family. He was grieving a brother's death. They went to visit his grave and stuff like that. You could tell that's still affecting him and his family. It happened a few years ago, I believe, and they're still kind of grieving and stuff. And he was really trying to see his daughter. That really made me sad that his baby's mother wasn't really letting him see his daughter like that. And her main reason was like, oh, I don't want her around his girlfriend, or I don't know if they're married or if they're engaged or dating. I'm not sure, but yeah, like, this is my first time watching this show. Like, this is the first season that I've been watching, so I'm learning right along with everybody else. I'm just giving my commentary, giving a little recap in case anybody interested in watching or whatever. Just, because I like doing that. I like just watching somebody commentary on the show. I don't like to sit and watch a whole show sometimes. So that's why I started doing this, basically. So yeah. But they're on he basically rushed off to Buffalo, and then kinda was giving her the cold shoulder and stuff like that. He wanted to see his daughter, and the things just kinda was, a little communication wasn't really clear between them the last, couple episodes or whatever. And then when the episode ended the last time, he invited her to Buffalo so they can have his father's memorial. They was just having like a little memorial for his father or whatever, and he wanted her to be there. So she and a friend that was visiting her, her name is Sahara. She went to visit her. They go to Buffalo to the memorial. So it picks back up here after JK and Alex. So this is the next scene. They're riding to Buffalo. They're going to see Troy and his family, and they're going to go to the memorial. Troy was finally able to work things out with his baby's mother, Yana, and see his daughter. They call her Baby Troy. So his daughter and him was really, really happy to see each other. They're spending some time together, which I was very happy to see that. She gave him a hard time of seeing the baby. I don't know if it's the backstory about it. I don't know if it was some issues of why. If it was just because of Zaria, or if it was something else. I don't know. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, they were finally together, him and his daughter, and they were happy. They were just at the memorial, and then Zaria pulls him to the side to say that she has to speak to him real quick, and then it cuts to the next scene between Justine and Michael. It shows them in New York at a hotel. They're a couple that they have a few kids. They dealt with him being locked up for a while. He got out. They kind of got on their feet with their family. They got a couple businesses. I think they want to open up a barbershop. They were having issues with opening up a barbershop or having a wedding, and he kind of like settled on having a wedding. But Michael really wanted to invest in another business venture, and Justine wanted to have a wedding, so he decided to go on and start planning the wedding. So they have some time away from the kids. Her mom kind of comes in. They're at like a hotel in New York. The mom comes, Justine's mom. She comes and talk to them, greet them or whatever, and talk to them about budgets and stuff that they have to, get ready for to plan the wedding. And it's kind of like a reoccurring subject with the mom that her wedding was $100,000, and you need money for this, and it has to be this type of way. She's just giving like her input and stuff like that. I didn't really like that. I feel like couples a lot now always focusing on weddings. Like, don't focus so much on putting your money on a wedding. Like, a wedding is one damn day, and that's what Michael, and I agree with Michael with his reasoning for the wedding. Like, don't nobody want to spend no $10,000 in one day for a wedding. Everybody gonna talk about your wedding regardless. Like, people never satisfied. So you could spend $1,000,000 on a wedding, people will still find something to complain about a wedding. So I'm not one of them type of women that like those glamorous weddings. I love marriage. I love couples, black love and all that. Anybody in love, I love to see it. I love to see two people happy, but I don't want anybody to break their bank for a wedding for one day. I just don't feel the need. You can do so many other things with your money, in my opinion. That's my opinion. So I don't like that about Justine and her mom. They're kind of like spending too much on the wedding. And I do like that Michael is driven to kind of like get some money. He a hustler, like he wanna kind of get the money for the barbershop. I feel like they could have did both. You could have had a regular wedding and still put a little bit of money up for your barbershop. But I don't know their financial situations. That's between them. That's their, that's what they want to do. So, he's not really feeling the baller wedding idea. He kind of want to keep it on the low end. And it seems like Justine and her mom kind of on the high end. So they have to work that out. And she just kind of like came in. Her mother just kind of came in and was like, "Oh, your budget is 3,000 for the dress. Well, let's make it 8,000." So it's like, girl, you doing too much with the just, interjecting with the prices and everything. But hopefully, they'll work it out, and we'll see how the wedding go. So he says he has something to tell Justine about their finances, but he's not really opening up about it just yet. So we'll figure out what that is. And he explained that they had their first wedding in prison. So, I understand why Justine would want to have a wedding, a professional, beautiful, a wedding that's of her dreams. What woman want to get married in prison? Nobody wants that. So I understood that. So that's what they got going on. We go to Letitia and Keith. Keith got out of the halfway house recent, and him and Letitia is staying together. Their kids are together. The backstory on them is Letitia did catch him kind of having some weird text messages with a female that he claimed he didn't know and stuff like that. Oh, she texted the wrong number and all this. That's what kind of happened on the last episode. It was a weird situation with that, kind of unclear, but I guess they worked that out. They got the kids at the house. Letitia is on the couch with the kids, and she's like, his daughter's there, and she's like, "Oh, that's your daddy, but this is my daddy with an I, and that's my daddy too." I don't like when women do stuff like that in front of kids. Like, don't try to compete with his daughter calling him daddy. Like, that's a little strange to me. I didn't like that, but people be doing weird things like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. But yeah, he says, Keith says that his son Mari and her daughter's getting along good. They're spending time together, and he gets time with him supervised or whatever. So they just trying to still figure out. Letitia has a legal issue going on. I don't know exactly what the details are. I think it says something about theft or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but she has like a legal issue going on, and she might have to get jail time for it. So they're trying to navigate through that and see what's going on. So we'll see as time go on. So they go to the next scene, which is Bianca and Daniel. Bianca and Daniel is a couple, and they kind of broke up. Daniel's been kind of going out drinking and going out with his friends, not really spending a lot of time with Bianca. And it seems like Bianca is kind of like the clingy type, I guess. Like, she kind of, on the last episode, kind of snuck up on him and his friends at a bar. They were just sitting at the table drinking, and he kind of just like, Bianca kind of just like walked up on them and, like, dang, you drinking, and, which I understand. He not really supposed to be drinking because of the charges that he had in the past. So he's really not supposed to be drinking, but he is, and he doing it a lot, it seems like. So it was kind of concerning for her, which I understand that. And it really, to me, does not seem like he does not like her at all. And she keep trying to push it. That's what it seemed like. But I don't know. I don't know what happened behind the scene in their life or whatever, but it doesn't seem like he likes her very much, and she need to let him go, and which is what's going on with them right now. They're meeting up they broke up and they decided to be roommates, share the home or whatever. But I don't know how long that's going to last. It doesn't seem like it's going to last pretty long, obviously. So, he just basically told her like he sold her on coming out to stay together, and he just wanted to stay with her instead of going to a halfway house because it would be easier. He doesn't really want to be with her. He doesn't like her. He doesn't want to marry her. Since spending time with her after getting out, he doesn't want no parts of her. He want to go his way, she go her way. They can be roommates or whatever. And she was like, well, what if I want to bring a guy to the house? He like, oh, go ahead, just make sure I got notice and stuff. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, he has a nasty attitude. I don't like him. The way he acts, I don't like that. So, she basically moved across the country for him to make their relationship work or whatever, and he kind of just like gave her his ass to kiss. Basically, that's what it seemed like. I don't know if she's annoying at home. I don't know how she act other than what we see on the show, obviously. So, but yeah, she need to let that man go. He basically was just using her to have a place or whatever. He wanted to have a place to live when he was free, and he didn't want to go to a halfway house, so he kind of just like faked the relationship with her, which was so stupid. And yeah, so they just going back and forth. And she kind of just said she was sad about the situation, but she's okay with the ending. He doesn't want to be with her. She doesn't want to be with him. And she glad it happened before they got married. So they basically calling it quits at this point. And living together is not a good idea for them. So they go back to Joella getting pulled over, and she's asked about some warrants that she has for expired plates. So she has to get in contact with a judge. I think she had a case before and it got dismissed or whatever, and the cop probably saw it pop up on the system, so he pulled her over just to see. So he gave her 2 citations or whatever, and she has to like contact a judge and all that. So they also go to Joella. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Joella getting approached by an investigator to her house. Like he comes to the house or whatever. And they go on a little date. It's like cutting to Joella, and then it goes to Kiana and Demadric, and they're kind of on one of them little duck ride little boats that you kind of like ride in the water. They were on one of those, and they was just talking, and she kind of got a little emotional, just getting tired of the drama between them three. And the situation, she really is adamant that she didn't do anything wrong, so we don't really know. She's saying she didn't do it. Joella's saying she did, so who knows? And the investigators start asking Joella about Kiana, and then it goes to the scene back to the scene with JK and Alex, where she tells him about another guy and stuff like that, and Brooke is trying to call, and he's ignoring Brooke's phone call. He's not talking to her. He's completely ignoring Brooke right now, trying to talk to Alex. And Alex is just over it. She doesn't want really any parts of JK. She just kind of want him to move on, and she move on. But you can tell they kind of have like a soul tie with each other. And they go back to Troy and Zaria. She tells him, she doesn't even really get to tell him. He kind of just like, I got something to tell you. He was like, let me guess, what, you pregnant? And she was like, yeah. Like, dang, how did you know? So he figured it out right away. They were happy. I think she already has a child, and he already has a child. So they're going to have their first child together. So that was a congrats for them. And they hope they have a healthy pregnancy. And they show them at the memorial. Troy kind of breaks down talking about his dad. He cries, and they have to kind of console him and comfort him and stuff, because he was really sad about his father. So he just want his dad to be proud of him, and he wants to do the right thing. And they just explain how much his dad loved him and that he was special to him and stuff like that. So that was sweet. They all kind of, um, you know, they all kind of rally around him and show him some love or whatever. And he start feeling better. His daughter's there, so everything is going good with that. And then they cut back to Justine and Michael. Justine is finally meeting Michael's family on his dad's side, I believe. I think he said they were, I don't know if he said they were Native American or something. I can't remember. It was like his two sisters was there. And it showed his dad. It was his dad and like his two sisters. And they all go to check out a venue. It's Justine and her mom, Michael, and his dad and his two sisters, I believe. It was a beautiful family. They all meet each other. They're going to the venue to talk about the prices and stuff. You know, the prices for the wedding and everything. And the women talk about the budget, and it's the mom kind of chimes in about her $100,000 wedding again. And the guys, Michael and his dad is kind of on the budget, and they kind of like, that's a little too much to be spending for a wedding. But they, you know, they want to, of course they want to make her happy. She's the woman, you know. But he was saying it's a lot for one day, all that money to be spending and stuff. And his dad agrees with that. So they head to dinner, and the mom is going over everything. Justine's mom is going over everything within their budget and stuff like that. And it's like Justine chimed in and was like, oh, well, I can pay for my stuff. Like, I can pay for my dress, and I can pay for my shoes and this, and like, and Michael kind of just got up and like got mad as hell and just stormed out and was like, oh, well, why would you say that? Why would you say you can pay for your own stuff? And I was confused about that. I really didn't get it. I think he's mad about something else, and that kind of like maybe irritated him that she said that. I don't know, but I did not get that. I was like, where the hell is he going? Like, and why you jump up and acting like that all of a sudden? Like, I don't get why she said that either. I was kind of confused. I don't know if they cut some pieces out of that conversation. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't get that. And then the next scene, it goes to Keith, and it shows Keith with his dad at the his dad's community center. They like putting some chairs out and tables and stuff like that, and his dad is just telling him he's happy he's home, how is things going, you know, stuff like that. They're just having a little small talk about everything. And he kind of opens up about Letitia's legal issues. They're hoping that she doesn't get any serious consequences where she have to go to jail, and Keith has to kind of like step up and be the father figure for her child as well. So that would be a lot, because he just got out of jail. He has his son and her daughter and all that. So it's just, you know, it's just a lot. So they was just basically saying like they don't know if he's ready for that. That would be a lot, but they hoping for the best. You know, we all hoping for the best, that she doesn't get any hard, crazy time, or, you know, figure something out. Then they show Letitia. She's out with her cousin, one of her cousins, and they're just out. They at like a coffee shop or something, just sitting there talking, and she gets a call from her attorney, and she kind of like walks away or whatever, and it kind of ends there. And she was just saying she doesn't want her kids affected. She's emotional about it. You know, that's scary when you don't know what's going to happen. You might be going to jail. That's a scary situation. Nobody wants to go through that. So, you know, that's what she was saying. That's what she was explaining about and all that. And then after that scene, it cuts to Bianca. Bianca moved back to Florida and left Daniel alone, and which was the best thing. I was glad to hear that she moved on, and she, you know, she kind of made her way. Like, that made me happy, that she left him alone, because that was draining just watching them two go back and forth. And it's like he hates her. Like, he didn't really like her. So I was glad that that she and him separated. So she's back in Florida at her mom's house. She's meeting up with her friend Haley. It shows a flashback of Haley, just asking her, like, are you sure about this? Are y'all rushing? Like, are you sure this is the right thing to do? So Haley already had her little reservations about everything. But, as friends, we try to give our advice. And your friend, they going to do what they going to do. All you can do is tell them how you feel. And then it's up to them to kind of make the choice on their own. So, and then it shows... Oh, and yeah, and it shows Daniel. And she said it too. She said I want to leave him alone. He's nothing to me. He probably gonna wind up back in jail again. And then it cuts to the scene where Daniel is in jail again for drinking. And she was telling him the whole time to kind of like chill on the drinking and stuff, and he was just being a complete asshole. Like, she was really just trying to help him. It do kind of seem like she was a little clingy, but if somebody just got out of jail, what the hell do you expect? Like, the person going to want to be around you and spend a little bit of time with you here and there. So yeah, I think it said that he got arrested again. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Yeah, he got locked up again for drinking. I think he failed the test, and he was kind of like regretting, doing all that drinking and partying and stuff. And then it cuts back to Joella and the investigator. He's asking her would she like to take a polygraph test. She like, who gonna lie? Who gonna fail, me or her? Like, I didn't do nothing wrong. She did. She really adamant that Kiana is the one who ruined her tires on her car and all that. And then the investigator kind of just like, well, can you sign this affidavit of getting rid of the charges or something like that? I'm trying to see what he said. He was trying to get her to sign a affidavit. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it was kind of like he wanted her non-prosecution. Like, he didn't, I guess, so Kiana won't get prosecuted for anything. But Joella, that's unfair to her. If Kiana did do something, it's like, well, she just getting off the hook. So she was saying in order for her to sign anything, she has to meet up with Kiana, and Kiana has to, she has to speak to her face to face. And she wants her money for her cosmetics and stuff like that. I guess she's losing money or work days or something, so she kind of wants to get compensated. And the investigator agrees to coordinate a meeting between Kiana and Joella. So we'll see what happens. Basically, that's the end of it. It kind of ends with Demadrick and Kiana on their on that little duck ride date, riding into the sunset. So we'll see if they have a happy ending, or we'll see what happens on the next episode. So that was episode 18, I believe. I'm a little still getting used to doing a review, so bear with me if I get some of the names wrong and stuff like that, and the episodes wrong, everything wrong. If I get anything wrong, so just forgive me if I did. If I mispronounced anybody's name, I apologize. But I just want you guys to let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Let me know any shows that you're interested in watching, or that you don't feel like watching, and I'll watch it and give a review, and we can talk about it. I'm just trying to open up and get a little more content on my page. So if you guys could hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe button, comment, I'll gladly do the same for you. I have no problem subscribing to anybody page that, of course, as long as you're not no weirdo or nothing like that, then we good. I have no problem showing support to other creators, and just anybody who wants a like or a follow or whatever, just let me know. Don't forget to leave you guys thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next review. We'll review episode 19. So when that comes out, I'll have a review for you. Have a good day, y'all.